Hi everyone, it's Nate and welcome to my A to Z beauty project plan for 2025. Idea of this one's pretty simple. You choose a product to represent each letter of the alphabet. Because my makeup usage has been really crappy the last couple of years, this one is going to be heavy on the bath and body type categories, and less makeup, just because that seems to be where I am at the moment. So yeah, I always thought that this was a Fantastic Ladies collab, but I don't think it was officially originally. But yeah, it was certainly a Jessica and Amanda, I think, led project. Yeah, now that I've said that, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's one that I try to do every year, with varying amounts of success. Alright. Did I? Yeah, alright. For A, I've got this Aurora Borealis Sugar Scrub from Lush. It's one of their solid ones like that, which is why it lives in this container. Currently weighing 48 grams. As long as I remember to use it, can't see it being a problem using this up. They're a bit tricky to use. You've got to be a bit careful because they can be scratchy. You sort of need to rub it in your hand and then on your skin rather than going straight in on your skin. But yeah, I think I should be able to get that one done. Next, I've got another Lush product. This is called I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles, so B for blowing bubbles. This is grapefruity, citrusy, so the sort of thing I would be into at the moment. It's 102 grams. It's a reusable bubble bar, which means I'll probably get about 5 or 6 bars out of it. But yeah, I should be able to see the end of that one this year. Alright, see, I've got this Caribbean Flowers body scrub from Crabtree and Evelyn. It was a TK Maxx, but I have taken this away with me to fairly warm places a couple of times and ended up with a bit of a reaction. But I've blamed it on this, and I've blamed it on using this a couple of days in a row and ended up with blisters. It does, even at home, slightly upset my skin, so I'm going to have to be careful about how I use it. That being said, there's 24 grams left in here, including the packaging. It's down, I mean, you can see by the tube, there's not much left in here, and I'd just really like to see it gone, because it's been hanging around for a while and I don't love it. For D, we've gone for some reasonably low hanging fruit here. This is Dramatically Different moisturizing lotion. This one I've been using for a little while now. I mean, it's just a 15ml sample. 15, yeah. But I'm so terrible at having a skincare routine. So yeah, it would be nice to see this one done, and considering how much is left in there, you'd think that should be able to happen. It's currently weighing 6 grams. So yeah, I could probably use it all and it probably won't budge. Alright, for E, we've got the Elizabeth Arden Cool Glow Cheek Tint. This is apparently Pink Perfection. This is really old. It was a TK Maxx thing. I tried to revive it. Hasn't worked particularly well. I was trying to use it with my fingers and it just was really having trouble picking up pigment. I'm finding if I use a brush it's working a lot better. So that's what I'm doing now. As you can see, some of it got caught up in there. It's just a pain. It's currently weighing in at 28 grams, but of course that's going to be mostly packaging. I'm kind of hoping, I've sort of attempted to take this off, but I'm thinking if I can get everything out of here and get in under that mesh, maybe I can pop it off that way and use that bit. It's actually really quite pretty. It's reasonably subtle. I did put some on today. I did put a tiny little bit of powder blush over the top. But yeah, it's actually really pretty. We've gone back to Fort de France. We're going to attempt this again. I mean, it would be nice if I could use it up. But I mean, even if I got like half of that pan empty, or I mean, it's a bit crumbly, so whether I end up repressing it and hitting pan, I don't know. Yeah, it's currently weighing in at 16 grams. It would just be nice to see something, considering it's not a whole lot in there. I reckon probably less than half there was. I can't remember how big a pan I had the first time it all broke on me. Okay. For G, I've ended up going, and I found something afterwards that I thought would have fitted, but I can't remember what it was. So we're just going to go with this. Gwen Stefani Lamb perfume. It's currently weighing 388 grams. I have used a fair bit of this. I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And this bottle seems to leak really badly. Like, even I store it with it there because I thought, oh, maybe that's pushing on it or putting pressure on it or something. But it's been sitting up like that. It still seems to leak. I don't know if it's tipped or whatever. It would be nice if I could get it used up. Don't think that's necessarily going to happen. I mean, I got it to the point where sitting down like that, it's well and truly under that line. It's under half full. So what if I sort of put it down and it just sort of sits there? That's where it's sitting at the moment, and it would be nice. My first goal was going to get it to be so that when it's sitting like that, you can't see any of it, that it's under that level. We'll go from there. We'll see how long. We'll see how we go with that. H, Herbalism from Lush. This is really old. There's 52 grams left. It's, I think, designed for like oily skin. Remove grease and calm troubled skin. I don't get a lot of pimples anymore, but I do get them occasionally. And I think that I've decided that I'm just going to concentrate on trying to use this up, because it's just been hanging around for so long. It's like over 10 years old, and there's not a whole lot in there. So yeah, I think I'm just going to attempt to try and finish this this year. There's probably a quarter left. Yeah, it would just be nice to have it gone because it is so old, even though it seems like it's holding up really, really well. For eye, we've gone back to the Innocent Paint Polish from MAC. Currently 10 grams, half a centimetre from the black to the top, 0.3 from the top of the product to the top of the plastic to the top of the product. Yeah, it's probably something I should be using over the top of lipstick rather than by itself, because I don't love the colour, but it's also the sort of thing that if I'm sort of hanging around at home or whatever and I'm like, oh, tinted lip gloss, tinted lip balm, I can do that as well. For J, I've gone Jungle again. This piece is 26 grams. It's a bit of an awkward shape, and you can sort of see where I've run my hair through it. Shouldn't have too many problems getting through that. I can't remember how heavy last year's was. Let's have a look if I can find it. Okay, so last year's was only 14 grams and it was done the end of July. So we've got about twice as much. But yeah, should be able to get pretty close to it being done by the end of the year, even if there's like a tiny bit attached to it. I get to the point like where I have to get another bit out and attach it on because it's too hard to use. That's sort of what I'm thinking. For Kate, I've got this Miranda Keratin Smoothing Spray. I believe somebody got this from Bali. It's fine. It's just something I need to remember to use from time to time. I'm really not expecting to get it finished. I should probably find a point on here that I'd be happy with, or maybe I just say 50 grams. Yeah. Alright, for Elle, I've got this Lancome Juicy Shaker in Piece of Cake. This has been floating around for a while. It tends to live in my bag I take out on the weekends. I reckon it's over half done. I'm thinking that it started up. I reckon it started up above where you could see. I reckon it sort of started up in here somewhere. And it does taper down, so I'm thinking it's more than half done. There is also a ball bearing in there, which is contributing to a bit of volume. And a bit of weight. There she goes. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I think I could get it used up, even at sort of the current rate of like once a week, which is probably about what it gets used at the moment. I reckon I'd be getting pretty close. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a challenge, but one that I think, if I remember to, I can achieve. For M, we've gone back to Mark Nude Matte. Currently weighing 28 grams. Yeah. I mean, it's probably got, what, 3 months, 90 uses, something like that in there. I don't, the last couple of years I've been spending more time outside. I'm a little bit darker than this, so I'll probably be mixing it with the BB cream that I've got, which is too dark. So it's not going to be too quick to get through it, but I'm interested to see how much I can actually use, because I wouldn't mind getting it done. Alright, for N, I've got my bronzer from NYX, which was originally in this. It kind of exploded in my makeup bag. The lid sort of came off and it went everywhere. So originally I had pressed it back into this, but I wasn't overly happy with that. So I've gone ahead and pressed what was left into this little Becca Mini Compact. I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to get some hard pan, because I did add some oil in there to try and get it to bind a bit better. But yeah, now I'm a bit worried that I've gone a bit overboard and I'm going to have hard pan. But I mean, there's only that much left. And I'm sort of past caring about it too much at this point. I've done a better job of pressing it, but it is a bit, there do seem to be a few little foreign particles in there, just because it went everywhere in my makeup bag. which is why it's a bit ugly on the side there. But I think I should at least be able to hit pan on this reasonably easily, like a half dozen uses type easily, because particularly in the middle it's not very thick. I'll be using a reasonably large brush to apply it. So yeah, goal will definitely be to hit pan, and we'll see how we go with that and where we go from there. Would be great if I could use it up. Alright, for O we've gone back to this guy, Orgasm Afterglow Lip Balm. Weight's not measurable on my current scales because I don't know what happened to my good scales. So yeah, it's not flat anymore, so there's less in there than it would sort of look from the front. Yeah, surely I can use that up this year. Surely. But then I say that every year. Okay, P, we've gone the Palmer's Dark Chocolate and Peppermint Lip Butter, still weighing in at 10 grams. There is an air bubble in the middle, but because it's quite clear, it's hard to really see it through, and it doesn't really settle. This one's a little bit cracked at the top as well. So yeah, it would be nice to get that one done, or at least a big chunk from it. For Q, we've got the 7-day scrub, currently weighing in at 40 grams. Yeah, I think the level's about down here somewhere. Really old, would be glad to see the back of it. Magic Radiance, looks like it's 80 grams. It's down up there, which isn't too bad because I think beginning of the year it was up here somewhere, so that's actually not too bad. Should be able to get it done this year, even at the rate I'm currently using it, which isn't all that much. Don't really have a regular routine with it. Sorry, my throat's starting to get sore. For S, I've got the Sugar Crush Body Scrub from Soap and Glory. I was a bit disappointed that they've discontinued this. I do have the Real Zing, which seems to be what they've replaced it with. But yeah, there's not a lot in there, and I'm thinking at this stage it would be good just to get it done, get it out, because I have others and there's no point in holding on to this because I like it. It just needs to go. I'm just going to go and deal with the dog. Alright, he seems to be reasonably happy. Alright, for tea, I've got this the Comforter. Tea for the Comforter. This is currently over a kilo. These are something that Lush has done a couple of times, and I saw them, and by the time I got around to buying them, they didn't seem to have them anymore. I don't know if these are permanent or whether these are a special edition thing that they're bringing out like once a year. I happened to see these in a Lush when I was on the Gold Coast, and I'm like, I can't justify a kilo's worth of luggage considering how close I was to my weight allowances. So I've got 3 of these that I bought to get over the free shipping threshold. It'll be interesting to see how many bars I get out of this and how long it lasts me. I think there might be a tiny bit of a regular size one floating around, but after that we'll start on this. Currently 1030 grams. As big as my head. So yeah. I'm looking forward to cracking into that. Might need to take a knife or something in to like scrape at it, because I don't think I'm going to be able to break it being that thick, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Ultra Balm, currently 28 grams. Be nice to see if I could use it up. That being said, because I haven't been wearing so much makeup, my lips haven't been quite so bad. It hasn't been something that I've felt I've needed too much. But yeah, 28 grams. I think I could get through that in a year. Yeah. Is it maybe a quarter, third, something like that? Alright, B. Vanilla Berry Sassy Swirl, currently 18 grams. Not quite halfway done. I just need to remember to use it. I have been using them from time to time when I've remembered, but I really need to get onto that, get myself a proper routine happening. For W, I've got this Wild Mint and Sage Therapy Feet Enriched Balm from the Aromatherapy Company. This is really nice, but it's really thick, to the point where if you put it on in the way you'd be tempted to put it on, you'd probably go through this tube in about 4 uses. It is nice, it is thick. For me, I need to not go full belt on it, because I think if I did that I'd be disappointed. I did have him on my lap before, asleep, but I had to get up. So yeah, this is currently weighing 28 grams. That's probably like a quarter done from probably like 3 uses, because the first couple of times I went absolutely ham. And you really don't need to. Alright, for X, I've ended up settling on this MAC Studio Fix Soft Matte foundation stick. It says NC18, which was a bit dark, but is actually a slightly better match for me now, even though it's a little bit yellow. This I desperately tried to get through to do for Back to MAC, and got pretty close. But then it's just sort of sat there for a little while. So I said I got dark, I went away, and then I was playing sport last year, so it's sort of taken a back seat, because I've been using a very dark BB cream mixed in with another fluid makeup when I've been wearing makeup. But I do like this, and I should just get it done, because I quite like the packaging. I don't know if I'd have another use for this packaging, but I quite like the packaging. And unfortunately, Back to MAC isn't really a thing anymore. Okay, for Y, I've gone the YSL Libra perfume. There's only the tiniest little bit left in there. I quite like this one. The description probably made me think I'd like it more than I did, but I don't hate it. It's just probably a little bit more overpowering than something I'd wear every day, but it is quite nice. And like, seriously, there's that much left. It's probably, what, 5 uses. And for Z, Warm and Cozy shade stick from MAC again, currently 1.9 centimeters as it's measuring at the moment. Super old, keep having to rehydrate it, bit finicky. Using a sticky base seems to be the best way to get any colour out of it. But yeah, I used to really quite like it, but now it's just getting really hard to deal with. Alright, well that's been me talking for 25 minutes, and I think I could really do with a drink of water. So we'll leave it there, and we'll see how we go this year. As I said, less makeup, more bath body stuff, with the aim to actually try and have a bit more success for this one, and maybe that will help spur me on a little bit. Alright, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.